here that don't know what's going on with the Philadelphia schools. Y'all do know that I speak a lot when it comes about the school, so I'm about to update y'all. If y'all are in another city or in another state, I I urge y'all to look up what's happening with your school district. So right now, if you're in Philadelphia, this is what's happening with our schools. So let's give this 1 second because I need that commercial to go away so I can unmute that. Because even for a damn commercial, YouTube will sit here and fuck with you. You ain't even do shit. Damn, I thought I...
money that would otherwise be going to school districts right now. With back to school on the horizon, Pennsylvania's budget impasse is holding up money that would otherwise be going to school districts right now. NBC 10's Lauren Make is outside South Philadelphia High School with the very latest. So, Lauren, what is the status right now?
Well, Jacqueline, the budget was due a month ago, and we are now getting to the point where school districts like Philadelphia would be starting to get payments from the state. Now, the governor's office sent out a letter to school districts around Pennsylvania, setting out a list of the types of payments that just won't be going out. That money is being delayed. And if this impact continues longer, that list, that could get longer as well. Now, this afternoon here at South Philadelphia High School, lawmakers and union representatives gathered to draw attention to the need for renovations at this particular school and at others around the Commonwealth. Some people held signs at a news conference they had here against vouchers, which was a sticking point in this budget. Now, I spent today reaching out to school leaders about the impact of the impasse right now. Here's what the Norristown superintendent told me.
Usually over the summer, we rely on that first infusion of state money when we're waiting for those local taxes to come in to just everything from meeting payroll to all our summer ordering, all the supplies we order.
So I'm going to pause this real quick right here. Once again, the same question that everybody asks. What the fuck is what in the world are they doing with all these taxes that we're paying and everything? Like, they take taxes from everything. We even pay taxes, right? Allegedly, they go to these schools. But we're not dumb, right? So let me play this real quick so I can say what I want to say. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder for purposes such as criticism, parody, news reporting, research, and scholarships and teaching. Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this video or any video, including the Writers for Life Brings You to Let's Talk About It podcast, do not reflects on the opinions of your shorty Racheal and the members of the Writer for Life podcast. Everything we talk about is allegedly and is our opinion. Our videos are not recommended for minors. Everything we talk about and do is meant for educational purposes and also entertainment. Please keep in mind that the majority of our videos are for educational purposes only. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one. All right. So like I was about to say, we're not stupid, all right? We know where all this money is going to. Like, at one point, even Michael Jordan sat here and it's like, damn, y'all sit here and y'all buy all this name brand stuff. We buy all these Jordans and everything, right? For what? For him to make this money to give to them to open up all these prisons. Y'all don't get it. Y'all not waking up yet. Like, the system is rigged. I'm talking about the school system. Our kids, the majority of our kids are not even graduating. Shout out to all them kids and all them parents that help their kids graduate and, you know, make it through the system, this cruel ass world. Because this damn system, the school system, is messed up.
And the only way that we could change it is if we come together. But we're too divided, focused on what the next hooker has in his pocket, focused on the color of this person's skin, and not worrying about what's really happening around us. Do y'all know they don't really talk about us unless we commit a crime? Do y'all know that?
They don't talk about us only when there's a crime. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that in this world, with or without money, we're all rich, even the poor? The problem is those that say that I'm reaching out to give a hand and stay they leeching hands is itching, ready to see you missing. Well, thinking what to write, something inside me told me I can freestyle or I can rap. I can go with a rhythm that can make you dance. Tell you what I see on a daily, tell you everything's okay just to avoid dilemma. Or I can simply bring you something positive to the table and warn you of the ongoing problems that we're having. Instead, I have to reach out to my conscience once again as I watch the crime and the violence rise and the kids lose their innocence. Now the concept of forming a home day by day loses its essence. They don't want to hear that. I can't keep my arms crossed in front of the system. If I don't do something, I'm also part of the problem. As guilty as the one that pulls the trigger, like the person in the crowd that hits the record button on their phone to expose a lie instead of the truth for clout. They need 1,000 views. The government doesn't have a solution. The problem started when we took God out the equation. The problem ain't us celebrating. The problem is that we a nation divided when we should be a nation united and pray. That's how we live today. When problems occur, we come up with a meaning. Laugh a little, move on with no care in the world, as if it ain't even a thing in this world. If it's like this today, I don't want to see the future. Because nowadays, they'll make a meme out of a person that can't even see the day of light no more. What makes you think they care? They can't even break bread at the table. I don't know how you want to be rappers and lyricists can go on with life, living on an illusion of nothing good to write. Talking about killing someone, selling drugs with pride, until the scripts are flipped and it's someone you love dies. Right? This ain't solved by activating the National Guards and going behind bars. This is deeper. This is me and you. And they say as time pass by, we'll heal everything. Shit, you know these scars? I seen time flash by and never feel everything. Leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. Alone in the mirror, looking at myself, say, girl, you're everything. You don't need for anything, shorty. So unless you walk a mile in my shoes, don't say anything. Just take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure you look both ways when you cross me, and that's on everything.
And that's a fact. We're too divided. Our kids is the target, and we're too busy focusing on money. Money doesn't even have value no more. So listen, I'm gonna take a minute real quick. The word, if you is still in the chat, leave your link down there. The word is somebody y'all would like to go visit. Y'all want to know, about our history, about things that are going around us. If y'all want to understand a little bit, because listen, he's a good guy to break a lot of things down. Like, there's so many things going on around us, especially the stuff with the schools. It's to the point, the word has said it. Nate the Great has said it. Other bloggers here on YouTube have said it. It's to the point where we're going to have to boycott because they're doing whatever they want with our kids and we're letting them. Jennifer Lewis at one point said, take away their funds before they take away our sons. And I added to that phrase, that quote that she said, we're giving them our funds and they're still taking our sons. When in the world are we going to wake the fuck up and smell the coffee? Our kids matter. They are the target, especially our kids that have hashtag mental health issues, especially our kids that are in the spectrum. Like, there's so many things that I could say, but you know what I can say and that I could prove? That I made my stand. And I wasn't scared of the school district. I wasn't scared of them. I fought against them. They told me to quit. They told me to tell my son to give up his rights. And me as a mother, I couldn't do that. So this is what I've been doing ever since. I've been advocating for all the kids that can't make it, all the mothers that are scared to speak up. You can't speak up. Speak up. Yes, there's a t-shirt union out there. Yes, they could come at you. They could say whatever they want. I was taught sticks and stones can break your bones, but names can never hurt you. Say whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, this is a mission that I have to sit here and see through. because our kids matter. If I was able to help my child, what makes y'all think that y'all can't? Our kids are bad. Our kids are going to go through things in life. We was kids at one point. They have a life too, separate from our lives. We just have to be there to guide them, and we're not doing that. While the schools are taking advantage and stepping in, doing the job that we're supposed to do, let's make it make sense. Y'all want these teachers to teach our kids when they don't give a fuck. Shout out to the ones that do, though. Shout out to the ones that do. Give them the roses, because, there's a lot of teachers out here that by any means necessary, and they don't care what happens to them, they'll help a child succeed and get to where they have to. I need a lot of y'all parents to really stop thinking that the school is supposed to teach our kids. It starts at home. Man, the school system is rigged. If you didn't hear Michael Jordan sit here that time and say it, that us dumb motherfuckers out here in the urban community, all we do is sit here and spend money on his name brand clothes and shoes. And what does he do? Open up more prisons. For who? For our urban men. It don't matter if they're black or Hispanic. They're both landing in jail. And guess who's ending up with no fathers? Our children. That's how the hell we end up with fatherless children. Like, come on, like half of these men are in jail innocent. Innocent. Half of them. And the ones that belong in there are out here walking free. That's the part about it. And what are these happy trigger cops doing? Shit. They're part of it too. All they see is blue. Shout out to the doctors, shout out to the firefighters, shout out to the nurses, shout out to all them real heroes out there. And shout out to them cops that actually do really care and don't see blue. But moving on to the next. Nope, we're not moving on. Damn, see, I almost messed up. Let's keep watching this real quick. My bad. It's that, I don't understand where parents' heads be at sometimes.
Order to be ready for the first day of school, we usually count on that first day payment to help us meet those bills. And right now, we're dipping into our savings account, our fund balance, and we're using those local tax dollars as they come in to make those payments.
And he says they want to do everything they can to make sure that it doesn't affect students and that it doesn't affect their staff. But it's sort of a double whammy, because this also affects federal dollars that pass through the state. Some of those are being held up as well. Now, after this event here at South Philadelphia High School ended, I did catch up with the Philadelphia school superintendent.
These schools are way underfunded already. They say the taxes go to these schools. Well, I haven't seen nothing being done. Listen, I see a couple programs coming out here, but that's not enough. I'm going to be very honest and say it. Like, I don't care who gets mad at me. The majority of these programs that are out here are not enough. And they're really, really needed out here in the hood. They're not needed out there in downtown in the nice areas. They're not needed where, how can I say it, in the rich neighborhoods. Let's call it like that. Because people's going to right away say, oh, the white neighborhoods. Listen, I'm not going to turn this into no race or no color. Right now, guess what? We're in the middle of just rich and poor. There's no more middle class. Money, that cash paper that y'all so worried about, that y'all willing to lose y'all lives to the point where y'all here on social media and everywhere clout chasing, it's been lost its value. It's to the point where they're trying to make everything just digital. Wake up and smell the coffee. Save your child. What you ready to build a casket? There's parents out here building caskets no bigger than 2 to 3 feet. No bigger than 2 to 3 feet. And that's a shame.
Dr. Tony Watlington, and we will hear from him coming up at 5 o'clock. Live in South Philadelphia, I'm Lauren Make, NBC 10 News.
Yeah, the school season will be here before we know it. We'll see you at 5 o'clock. Lauren, thank you.
You know what gets me mad? The bullshit lie that they said, that they're not sure what they could do. The school's been underfunded. They've been took programs out. They've been did all that. A lot of parents are sitting here fighting, but guess what? There's not enough parents united. All of y'all sit here and cry and cry and cry, but guess what? How many of y'all gonna actually make that stand? I could talk, especially on this situation, because I made my stand. And by the way, for those of you that haven't signed it yet, make sure y'all sign that petition. Let's put cameras in each and every one of our classrooms, in each and every one of our schools, so that we can help our kids, especially the ones that are in the spectrum, if they ever have to encounter a time where they have to go to court and defend themselves because of some type of altercation that happened in the schools. And it'll also help the teachers that, don't cause these problems, because there's teachers out here that do cause the problem. I'm sorry to say it, but they are a part of the damn problems that are happening in these schools and much more. It'll also help prevent the sexual, how can I say it? The sexual assaults and molestations in our schools. Like, if y'all haven't seen it, or if y'all haven't woken up yet and, smelled that coffee, yes, it's gotten all the way up to our elementary schools, our middle schools, where our kids are getting molested and much more. That's getting real bad, really, really bad. So if you're not a part of your child's life, I suggest that you are. Gonna do a part 3 to this, and it's gonna be on some middle of the night type of thing, like some 3 a.m., probably maybe 4 a.m., 5 a.m. thing. So I'm gonna